and welcome to Barcelona, Spain. We're coming to you from the Catalunya circuit, where the fans in the stands are eagerly awaiting the riders to take to the track. As you can see, we're heading to the starting grid, where everyone is ready for the start of the... This circuit has unique characteristics, and Marc Marquez has shown he knows how to adapt to them better than anyone else. He's in pole position in the race that will start in a few moments.
Green flag waves in the back, and the MotoGP racing in Catalunya is launched on pole position by Espargaro. He made the dream start as he clicks through to top gear on the run down the first corner. Fabio Quartararo likewise has got already through on Pecinta, and Quartararo goes in contact with whack. Alex Rins on Pecinta, so he's been taken out. You're on board with the Italian, you can see the contact. Fabio Quartararo was sensationally got Bagnaia and the latest Espargaro on the brakes in the first corner, with Pecinta taken out. Taki Nakagami, Alex Rins also down.
Yeah, so Fabio Quartararo clear of that, and he leads them from Oleh Espargaro. Jorge Martin is up into third position. Oleh Espargaro in second place. His brother Paul also up into fourth position.
Alex Rins pretty slow to get to his feet there. We'll get a replay and find out exactly what's happened. Early drama here then, affecting one of the main protagonists in this race. Pecco Bagnaia got a great launch up the line, just in past the second by Fabio Quartararo, and then he got clattered from behind. Let's try and find out exactly what happened then. Running down the first corner, Oleh Espargaro made the perfect launch from pole position. We're going to try and find out what happened here between Alex Rins and Taki Nakagami. You can see there Nakagami on the inside. There is Bagnaia. Oh, yeah. Nakagami lost the front on the brakes going in. It was a real small clip on the back of Pecco Bagnaia. It was enough though to skittle the Italian out. Poor Alex Rins on the outside got wiped out. That was clearly Nakagami's big mistake.
That's the second consecutive weekend where Alex Rins' Grand Prix has ended after an incident with Taki Nakagami, so they will not be best friends. Look at the start that Joan Mir has made. He started 17th on the grid. He's already up to 7th. Stefan Bradl's out, so two of the holders have already come to win in this Grand Prix. But we've got a three-rider group at the way at the front. Quartararo's upping the pace, and it's Jorge Martin attacking Oleh Espargaro.
Poor Pecco Bagnaia. There wasn't a lot of contact. It was just a clip on his rear tyre, which was enough to send him careering into the gravel trap. Then back at the front, Fabio Quartararo at the moment. Fantastic pace. He's done a 140.745 as Martin gets up the inside of Oleh Espargaro in the braking zone for the first corner, using some of that famous Ducati power down the main straight. Quartararo, the fastest man on the circuit, the 147.45. Martin was a couple of tenths further behind him. Pecco Bagnaia has rejoined the race. As we said, there was minimal damage to that factory Ducati. This will be a tough one to swallow for Bagnaia. The double blunder on lap 21 in Le Mans, that was all of his own doing, wasn't it? But this time around, nothing he could do. Hit from behind by Taki Nakagami's crashed LCR Honda. Nakagami, as Lewis mentioned, not in the good books of Alex Rins. Rins got absolutely walloped on the outside, and he made a really good start from 7th place. But at the moment, Quartararo just streaking away here. He's now nearly a second clear coming through sector 2 on this lap 3 already. Yeah, he's decided to retire. He's called it a day. Nothing he could do about that one. This will be the bitterest of pills to swallow, though, won't it, for him? I think he's just going to go straight out the back of that Ducati garage. Let's keep an eye on number 30 by Nakagami. Oh, it looked like Nakagami may have been clipped by Paul Espargaro there. And Rins, look at that. That's a horrendous crash for Alex Rins. I'm not just sure there whether there was perhaps a little bit of contact. No, maybe not. No. Oh, Rins got absolutely whacked. Nakagami's going to be in a bit of trouble there. Look at the fans' reaction. That was horrendous to see Alex Rins get properly slammed into there. His body hit the tarmac big time. That was horrible to watch. A poor old Pecco Bagnaia as well, getting caught in that one. Joan Mir's got a yield 1 position. That's not going to be easy in this big melee, is it, as well, because he's been guilty of overtaking in the yellow flags.
Well, he has dropped a position since the start of the lap. He came over the line in 5th position. He's been overtaken by Marini.
Sorry, Lewis, the Gian Antonio was nearly down there at the turn 5. He got that all out of shape there on that Gresini Ducati. That's cost him a couple of places as well.
Well, this is a nightmare scenario for Oleh Espargaro, currently sitting in 3rd position. Quartararo's already pulled out 0.3 of a second so far on this lap. This is dream ticket for the reigning world champion. One of his main title contenders is out of the Grand Prix, and the other one's currently stuck in third as Mir regains fifth position on Marini, only briefly though.
The only hope now for the chasing pack is Fabio Quartararo has some major grip problems in the last sort of 5, 6, 7 laps, which can happen. That is a possibility because these guys, they know with these high temperatures and low grip levels, those last 5 or 6 laps are going to be absolutely pivotal in deciding the destiny of the victor in this Barcelona race. Fabio Quartararo is running such an electric pace at the front. He's half a second quicker again than Jorge Martin and Aleix Espargaro behind him. Aleix Espargaro just said he's fastest up in the Grand Prix, but it's still nowhere near the hot pace being set by Quartararo. This is a really good battle here between Mir and Marini. That's involving, well, 5th place. That's Giannini trying to come back through the way. The pack is running 40th. He's making a good fist of it.
And he's just took 2 of them into turn 1. He was 9th over the line. He's just gone past Vinales and Pol Espargaro. So the Bastianini comeback continues. Alex Rins just stretching out his left hand. You can see how sore he is. Just the look in his eyes there. That was a sore crash.
Yeah, you can see they're attacking Nakagami. Just losing the front end there. No way was he stopping that. Bagnaia gets hit and then the big whack. Alex Rins, nothing you can do about that. That's horrible. That's a sickening crash, the sickening impact. One of the most violent crashes you'll see Alex Rins have, and that was a tough one.
What is it about that first corner? We've seen drama there in the past in MotoGP, and drama again, 2 of the key contenders out.
Yeah, was it back in 1998, I think it was, with Max Biaggi, we've seen here this weekend, was fighting for the 500cc World Championship. Alex Crivier went down at the first corner in an incident involving a Suzuki as well that weekend. That really put a massive dent in Crivier Championship Challenge, and then Max Biaggi was passing under the yellow flags, wasn't it? I think it was, which cost him dearly. So back in the front, Marco Bezzecchi's gone down then. Marco Bezzecchi was outside of the top 10 trying to recover some lost ground, and he's crashed out. Pecco Bagnaia did say this was going to be a Grand Prix of survival. He didn't expect to be down out in an incident, a controversial incident at the first corner. Now Marco Bezzecchi's gone down at turn number 10.
So 5 riders out of the Grand Prix already. This is the battle for second place between Martin and Aleix Espargaro. They have closed in ever so slightly on the pace of Quartararo, but they are still lapping slower than him, 1.8 seconds behind him. This is the battle involving 2 factory KTMs of Brad Binder, who's now past Pol Espargaro. Pol Espargaro going backwards, look. He's now being eased aside by Miguel Oliveira as well, and Fabio Di Giannantonio looks like he's lining up to make a move on Pol Espargaro. So a disastrous start to the Grand Prix for Honda is only getting worse.
Here's Maverick Vinales then, trying to find a way through on an air Bastianini. That's going to be a tough challenge. Started P8, he's made no further progress forward at the moment, has he, Maverick Vinales, on that soft rear tyre. How long will that hang in there as well? We're still such a long way to go in this Grand Prix. We're only at third race distance almost, on lap number 7. Quartararo in a complete class of his own at the moment. He's still 2.2 seconds clear. He's gained another 10 from Martin in sector 2.
It's been a poor day already for the factory Ducati team, of course, with Pecco Bagnaia out of his Grand Prix. Well, their sole remaining contender, Jack Miller, is not having a good afternoon. He's down in 16th position at the moment, so something could have happened to him on the first lap as well. Of course, he saw in Mugello 1 week ago. He was down towards the back of the field and just could not go anywhere. Miller at the moment having a very familiar experience.
That's going to be a tough prospect for Maverick Vinales. He can't find a way through as yet on an air Bastianini. You just wonder, having had to work so hard to get onto the rear tyre of the Italian, how much of that soft rear tyre will Vinales start using up here to keep himself in this top 10 battle. It's been an excellent ride this by Joan Mir. Yes, he's been a little bit fortunate, not that good about getting to other likes of Alex Rins, his teammate. Aleix Espargaro has got a real big conundrum here because he just cannot find a way through, can he, on Jorge Martin. The Ducati's horsepower bank is down the main straight, and then of course you can't just get close enough because Aleix Espargaro knows if he gets too close, that front tyre temperature, that front tyre pressure will just go through the roof. It was a problem he's encountered in a couple of races, Jerez and Le Mans recently. So he's got to pick his moment. He's got to be super precise here. At the moment, Jorge Martin is just running the perfect race. He's not giving Aleix Espargaro any chance to show him his front wheel.
And they've got Johan Zarco just behind him as well. He's the second half behind, running this solid race at the moment in 4th position, pulling clear of that group further back. So at the moment, Zarco in a rather lonely 4th place. Bastianini, left of screen,
Bastianini's gone down again. Well, can you believe it? Ducati's World Championship Challenge is evaporating rapidly here in MotoGP in Barcelona, because we've lost Pecco Bagnaia through no fault of his own at the start of the Grand Prix, and now it's going to be another DNF for the Italian. Successive DNFs in the space of a week. Into turn 5 goes Bastianini. It's another front-end washout. How many times have we seen that crash with a former Moto2 world champion in recent weeks? And it's all crumbling for the Bologna factory in terms of the World Championship. Fabio Quartararo now with a golden chance to put clear daylight between himself and the chasing pack. What an opportunity this is for the reigning champ. He's comfortably clear, nearly 2.5 seconds, as Enea Bastianini again blows it here.
He won't believe his luck when he sees what's going on behind him. That fourth sector is where Fabio Quartararo is absolutely untouchable, using the corner speed of that Yamaha through those long right-handers. Fabio Quartararo is also dropping down the screen. I think we've lost both. We have both Rossini Ducatis down on the same lap.
Can this day get any more dismal for Ducati? Bagnaia out at the first corner. Marco Bezzecchi out at turn 10, Bastianini out at turn 5, and now just a few corners later, Fabio Di Giannantonio's promising week comes to a disappointing end as well. A couple of real nasty barrel rolls through the gravel track for him.
We saw in Argentina in a Grand Prix that Aleix Espargaro ultimately won. He had to really work hard, didn't he, despite his dominant pace on that day, to get past Jorge Martin, who is such a difficult rider to overtake. Now that he's rediscovered that old feeling once again with that Pramac Ducati, he's able to brake as late as he needs. He's going to need to brake late here. Look, Aleix Espargaro's on the inside of him.
Aleix Espargaro then does finally make his move. Is it too little too late to win his home Grand Prix here in Barcelona? What we saw from Aleix Espargaro when he was racing Jack Miller and Marc Marquez in Jerez a few weeks ago, once he got through, he had by far the superior pace. He was able to blitz away from the Australian and the Spaniard. So can Aleix Espargaro quickly dispense of Jorge Martin? Looks like he can straight away. He's put daylight between himself and his fellow Spaniard. But 3.2 seconds up the road is Fabio Quartararo, 3.3 seconds now in sector 1, and Quartararo again on that previous lap on 1:46.03. That was 0.6 quicker than Martin in second place. He's just been operating on a different level so far today, Fabio Quartararo. It's all about now his time management. Has he gone pushing too hard too soon, or was he thinking, well, okay, I'm going to try and break away, open a gap, and then just manage the tyres towards the back end of the race, just like he did to survive a late Suzuki onslaught here 2 years ago. And now Bastianini, he can't believe it. He starts the post-mortem there with his crew chief Alberto Giroviola. They look completely baffled. Bastianini's kind of suggesting there with his body language, well, I don't think I did anything wrong. Don't really think I was pushing any harder in that turn 5 than any other lap. But he is down and out, and it's another big blow for his world title hopes. No points in Mugello, no points in Barcelona. A tough 7 days for Enea Bastianini.
Martin's already really suffering in this Grand Prix. We're only on lap 11 of 24. We're coming up towards half distance, but for the second consecutive lap, Martin was way down in the 141 to 141.367. His teammate John Zarco is flying though. He's 7/10 a lap faster. Zarco was actually the fastest rider on track last time around. We saw it last year. Zarco finished this Grand Prix very strongly. He looks as if he's on target to do something very similar this time around.
Quartararo on lap 11, a 1:49.24.
Here comes Oliveira then, past his teammate Brad Binder briefly. Oliveira going way out wide into the run-off at turn 1, unable to outbrake his teammate Brad Binder. Oliveira forced to rejoin via the exit of the long lap penalty loop and try and launch another challenge on Brad Binder, but the KTM battle goes on. They're battling for 8th at the moment. Just behind them is Alex Marquez, who's having a good afternoon considering he started stone dead last in this Grand Prix, 25th on the grid. He's up into 10th. Darren Binder next up in 11th. He's having another good afternoon after a great weekend last time out in Mugello. He's ahead of Pol Espargaro, who's plummeted down the field continues. He's lapping in the 1:42s at the moment. Pol Espargaro has lost another couple of places. He's now down to 15th position. We've got Jack Miller, Remy Gardner and Franco Morbidelli are all passed in. But if it carries on for much longer, Pol Espargaro is going to be out of the points altogether.
Yeah, everybody out there at the moment is feeling the pace. They're feeling the heat, as you would expect. Fabio Quartararo's best lap of the Grand Prix was a 1:40.186 on lap number 3. On that last lap, he was nearly a second slower. So Quartararo, as Jorge Martin comes back into this contention for second place. So the lap times are significantly dropping off, as we expected, by nearly a second already, and we're just to the halfway point. How further will the consumption be on these rear tyres? Mir still in 5th place. He can't break the shackles of Luca Marini, who's hanging on there on course with back-to-back dry race top 6s. A good spell in his MotoGP World career for Luca Marini. There is Mir then coming through turn 5 in P5. It's a long, long way back though of Johan Zarco. 3.1 seconds over the line to start this lap 14. He was behind the Frenchman, so his immediate challenge will be just to make sure that he keeps this 5th place intact and doesn't come under any real pressure from Luca Marini.
This is the closest Martin has been.
Quartararo again, 6/10 faster. Can Jorge Martin? He's got alongside Aleix Espargaro in the braking zone. We're on board with the Aprilia man. Perfect timing. Has Jorge Martin made his stick? He certainly has. They flick it left and through turn 3. Now hard right through this tyre-punishing, long, sweeping right-hander, turn number 3. And in terms of the championship, this is a crucial few points that Aleix Espargaro is running. He has a good long look over his left shoulder there, and he'll get a face full of Johan Zarco's number 5. He's stuck in a three-look like a Cathy sandwich right now, isn't he, Aleix Espargaro? It's not been the victory challenge many of us expected. That's all gone the way of Fabio Quartararo, but it's imperative now for his title hopes that Aleix Espargaro minimum hangs on to a podium finish here.
Look at that front tyre already for Aleix Espargaro, that meaning front tyre already starting to cry enough. Aleix Espargaro, understandably, a bit of strife with that situation on that Michelin front tyre.
Yeah, we're coming to the point of the race now, 8 laps to go, 7.5 laps to go, where you really are going to find out who's kept the best life in those tyres.
Look at that. Of course, it's not the consistency in terms of lap time that you'd have expected at other circuits. You think back to Portimao, but he's been managing that rear tyre drop as he goes through the race, but he's only been dropping off by maybe a tenth of a second per lap. We've seen a number of riders have a much more severe drop than that. Quartararo was doing it for fun early on.
That last lap, that 1:41.529, was his slowest of the Grand Prix so far, but he can back off. He can ease off because he's got a commanding 5-second lead. There he goes there, look at that, 62 degrees of lean angle. He's a lean, mean fighting machine, isn't he, Fabio Quartararo? Well on course for just his 2nd victory of the season to really find more momentum into an already very positive defence of his MotoGP World crown. He was slightly slower on that previous lap than this quartet directly behind him, but as we said, it's all immaterial because he's got to this phase of the Grand Prix now, Quartararo, where he can just stage manage it, he can ease off, he can just nurse those tyres to the checkered flag, having built up such what seems like an invincible advantage.
4 laps to go as Quartararo does another 1:41.5. Martino's back down to the 42s now. Are we now seeing this drop as Aleix Espargaro now pulls out of the slipstream? He is on the inside this time. Can he get that Aprilia stopped into turn 1? He can. He makes the apex comfortably. So the home crowd and the Aprilia team will like that as their man moves back up into 2nd. But we're about to start the final lap with Fabio Quartararo, whose race pace just isn't dropping off at all. He continues to hammer away in the mid-41s, 1 lap away from the completion of another Quartararo masterclass.
It's been superb from the Yamaha man. Aleix Espargaro's got a problem. Can you believe this on the last lap? Aleix Espargaro is withdrawing from this Barcelona Grand Prix on the last lap. He got his hand up. We just saw there Jorge Martin came through on him down the main straight.
What's he got his thumb on?
Does he think the race is finished? I think he thinks it's over. Oh my goodness, can you believe it? What a howler by Aleix Espargaro. We thought it was a mechanical. He thought the race was over. He's made an incredible miscalculation. Aleix Espargaro thought his home Grand Prix was over. He thought he'd taken 2nd place. That's one of the most incredible blunders I've ever seen. Can you believe? I think Julian Simon did it here in Barcelona in the Moto2 Grand Prix. Aleix Espargaro, unbelievable scenes here in Barcelona. Premature celebration for Aleix Espargaro. He thought he'd taken a hard-fought 2nd place. He's dropped down to 5th. Wow, I don't think I've ever seen anything like that in a number of years. Incredible. It's all playing into the hands of this man then, Fabio Quartararo. All of his Christmases have come at once here in Catalunya. What a remarkable ending to this MotoGP race here, the Catalan Grand Prix. Aleix Espargaro throws away a certain podium. I'm almost speechless here in the commentary box. Incredible. But Fabio Quartararo comes through the final corner. It's been class from him. Quartararo conquers the Catalan Grand Prix. A truly dominant performance by the reigning world champion. Jorge Martin will take second place. It's going to be two prima Ducatis on the podium in the most bizarre circumstances. An absolute gift for two Frenchmen. Fabio Quartararo.
Ducati team, of course, with Pecco out of this Grand Prix. Well, their sole remaining contender, Jack Miller, is not having a good afternoon. He's down in 16th position at the moment, so something clearly happened to him on the first lap as well. Of course, you saw in Mugello 1 week ago, he was down towards the back of the field and just could not go anywhere. Miller at the moment having a very familiar experience.
And that's going to be a tough prospect for Maverick Vinales. He can't find a way through as yet on the Nea Bastianini. You just wonder, having had to work so hard to get onto the rear tyre of the Italian, how much of that soft rear tyre will Vinales start using up here to keep himself in this top 10 battle. It's been an excellent ride this by Joan Mir. Yes, he's been a little bit fortunate not to have to worry about getting through on the likes of Alex Rins, his teammate. Alex Espargaro has got a real big conundrum here because he just cannot find a way through, can he, on Jorge Martin. The Ducati's horsepower bank is down the main straight, and then of course you can't just get close enough because Alex Espargaro knows if he gets too close, that front tyre tension, that front tyre pressure will just go.
Let's take a look at the final classification of the MotoGP race before the traditional podium ceremony. We're back in Parc Ferme with the winner who blessed us with a perfect race today. In addition to the victory, this young man also scored 25 points, which will be very important for the World Championship. Well, live from the circuit where the top three have just arrived on the podium for the ceremony. Call him Fabio, call him El Diablo, whatever. He always makes it look easy when he wins. What a crazy race from Quartararo.